Arf, arf, bark, bark. That's the noise the chicken makes. But I bet you don't know what kind of noise the porcupine makes. Well, we're about to find out. Today we're looking at one of the most devious, mischievous, exchievous cryptids. But if you were gonna mess with any cryptid at all, this would not be the one. But that's enough of me talking. It's time for me to talk some more. Cryptids Part 30, yes! Halfway to 40. The Puckwudgie. Donald McRonald, you know what to do. If you have cousins between the ages of 3 and 12 or work at a daycare, then you know exactly what this is. These little bastards are magical creatures that live in this forest. They're considered to be forest spirits. Native Americans believe that they also used to get along with humans, but for whatever reason, they turned against us. These cryptids are top tier as far as annoying and powerful, probably beating off the werewolf. They can appear or disappear at will, confuse humans, use fire, create fires, launch poison arrows, use magic, of course, lure people to their death. And obviously, they're not bad enough, so of course we have to give them the ability to shapeshift, and they can turn into a dangerous animal, or a half-breed, like half human, half porcupine. But if you're a fool and you would still like to annoy them, this is what will happen. They will use sand to blind you, push you off a cliff, kidnap your children, persuade you to suicide, and more. And yes, if you do pick with one, it will follow you home and possibly wipe your memories or just drive you to insanity. They sound like the full package, right? Wrong, because they're only 2 to 3 feet tall. Now, before we talk about how they really look, let's talk about why they hate humans. Legend says Puckwudgies hate humans because the Wampanoag tribe. This particular tribe adored Moshup the Giant and were irritated by the Puckwudgies in the area. The Puckwudgies were only trying to help, but nonetheless, the tribe asked the giant to get rid of them. So the giant did. He kicked them out the area, killing some in the process. Now the Puckwudgies are big mad. Thanks a lot. Now, let's talk about how they look in case you encounter one. Remember, always avoid them. A Puckwudgie's body resembles a human's, except for the larger fingers, the canine snout, the larger eyes and nose. They have been compared to goblins and trolls. And they also have smooth gray skin, and some claim that they may have red eyes and or fur. But believe it or not, their scent is great. In fact, they're said to smell like flowers. But I still haven't told you where they're located, so you can avoid them at all costs. Unfortunately for you, they're not bound to just one state, and can be found in many places with paranormal activity. However, there is an area that has had so many sightings, they had to put up a crossing sign. And that area happens to be, drumroll please, Freetown State Forest! Yeah, I've never heard of that place in my life. Anyways, you get the gist. Hedgehog goblins with mischievous intent, with fire, magic power, poison arrows, and more, are to be left alone unless you have a death wish. Alright guys, now it's time to look at the only convincing photo I could find. Yes, it's not even convincing, and it sucks, but it looks like you'll just have to believe. But of course, there'll be many stories, so it's a good thing Googles exist, because you can look them up yourself. It was not your fault!